If you avoid getting down on the floor because you're a little bit worried about how you're going to get back up, then this video is definitely for you. Getting up from the floor requires your legs, your hips, your core, and your balance. And the good news is all of those things are completely trainable. So today I'm going to take you through 3 exercises that are going to help you build that back. So with the method that I'm going to be taking you through today, I like to break it up into 3 parts. So the first part is the getting from sitting and just getting up to our hands and knees. So just from here to here. That's part 1. Then the second part is stepping one leg up and getting to here. And then the third part is going from here to standing up fully. So each of those 3 different positions, I'm going to show you a specific exercise with a few different options of how to build the strength and balance and flexibility to be able to do each of those parts of the movement so that you can complete the movement fully. So using a chair, we're going to mimic that standing up out of one leg by having our feet staggered. So this is a chair sit to stand exercise, but because we have our opposite leg forwards, this leg isn't going to be able to help with the lifting too much. So we're going to still mimic what we would do if we were on the floor by putting both hands on the knee and driving. We just weight shift slightly forward to get our weight into that foot, and then we come up out of that leg. So having that leg on the floor is a lot easier. If I had to lift that leg and try and sit up out of here, that would be really difficult. So the leg on the floor does help a little bit, but this allows you to train the majority of the movement. Getting up, and I always recommend, always train on both sides. So you'll want to do the other leg as well so that you have the option to get up on either side, and that goes for all of the levels that we've done. Now, if you look at the height of the chair as to where I'm sitting here, if I was down on the floor, so if I just kneel down next to the chair, you'll notice that the bottom of my thigh here is a little bit lower than the chair, which means that I was only really lifting myself from here, the height of the chair, and up. I wasn't doing that bottom part of the range, which is actually the most difficult and challenging part of the range. So what we're going to do is we're just going to practice having our foot flat on the floor, hand here, and we're just going to shift our weight and do a little lift, keeping our foot on the floor. Now you may want to put a pillow under the knee if you're doing a number of repetitions, just for a little bit of comfort, but nothing too thick because we want to mimic being about the height of the ground. So I place my hands on the knee, I lift just that initial portion of the movement. And then of course, once you've mastered these 2, the next progression will be to do the full movement where we go both hands on the knee and we come all the way up to standing. So my advice is don't wait until you have to get down on the floor and back up to practice this. See if you can do these exercises daily until this movement feels comfortable and doable for you.